So let's talk about the richest man in history. No, not that guy. And no, not him. And not him either. Who was the richest man ever? That title is reserved for the one they call Mansa Musa. Mansa Musa was the ruler of the Kingdom of Mali from 1312 CE until 1337 CE. During his reign, Mali was one of the richest kingdoms of Africa, and Mansa Musa was among the richest individuals in the world. Although the country of Mali today may be smaller in comparison, the ancient kingdom of Mali spread across parts of modern-day Mali, Senegal, the Gambia, Guinea, Niger, Nigeria, Chad, Mauritania, and Burkina Faso. Because of Mansa Musa, cities like Timbuktu and Gao grew into important cultural centers. Mansa Musa came to power in 1312 CE after the previous king Abu Bakr II disappeared mysteriously at sea. Mansa Abu Bakr II had departed on a large fleet of ships to explore the Atlantic Ocean. Well, he never returned. Mansa Musa inherited a kingdom that was already wealthy, but he did his due diligence to create a nation that would rival the most sophisticated and expansive of countries today. His riches over time came from the mining of significant salt and gold deposits in the Mali kingdom. In fact, Mansa Musa became synonymous with gold, luxury, and opulence. Elephant ivory was another major source of wealth. Mansa Musa was a stunner. When Mansa Musa, who was a devout Muslim, went on a pilgrimage or Hajj to Mecca in 1324 CE, his journey through Egypt caused quite a stir. Rumblings of the great Mansa Musa had begun. The kingdom of Mali was relatively unknown outside of West Africa until this event. Arab writers from the time said that he traveled with an entourage of tens of thousands of people and dozens of camels, each carrying about 136 kilograms or 300 pounds of pure gold, baby. Now that would be a sight to behold. While in Cairo, Mansa Musa met with the Sultan of Egypt, and his caravan spent and gave away so much gold that the overall value of gold decreased in Egypt for the next 12 years. Stories and legends of his fabulous wealth even reached Europe. In fact, the Catalan Atlas created in 1375 CE by the Spanish cartographers shows West Africa dominated by a depiction of Mansa Musa sitting on a throne, as he should, holding a nugget of gold in one hand, and guess what? A golden staff on the other. After the publication of the Atlas, Mansa Musa became cemented in the global imagination of a figure of stupendous wealth, opulence, and power. So what would this giant among men be worth today? Well, let's take a look at some of the wealthiest men today. Elon Musk is worth about $219 billion. Jeff Bezos, $171 billion. And Bill Gates, a tawdry $118 billion. Mere pocket change, right? So what about Mansa Musa? Mansa Musa today would be worth about $400 billion. Damn! So let's do some comparisons and crunch some numbers, shall we? Buckingham Palace in England is worth about $4 billion. So Mansa Musa could have about 400 Buckingham Palaces. One of the most expensive cars today is a Rolls-Royce Boattail, which is about $28 million. So that means that Mansa Musa could have 14,000 of these luxury vehicles. The United States of America's GDP, or gross domestic product, in 2021 was $23 million. That means that Mansa Musa amassed a fortune 17,000 times more than the US's GDP. Earlier this year, the NASA Inspector General Paul Martin says that sending a rocket to the moon will cost about $4 billion. So that means that Mansa Musa could have sent a rocket to the moon about 400 times. So let us know in the comments, did you know any of these facts about Mansa Musa? And also, if you had about $400 billion, what would you do with it? Be sure to leave a comment and subscribe. Smash that bell button so that you get notifications each and every time we post new content to the channel. Want to know more about inspiring people? Check out our great list of videos. And until then, stay inspired.